couple of wins in a tournament, then he's put in a stinker. So that's the only, probably sort of the last part of the jigsaw.
But one thing that's impressing me more than anything today is it's the concentration levels. When you get to a certain age and you get a few gremlins coming in the system, it's missing the odd stupid shot that you should never miss. He hasn't done that today.
Jet lag is the answer, guys, clearly.
Yeah, he came back from China on Thursday evening, did Stephen Hendry, and a lot of people said that that wasn't the ideal preparation, but I suppose you never quite know how you're going to play at this game, whatever the circumstances.
Yes, well, as I say, we did a couple of seniors evenings, one here at the Crucible week last Friday. He played Jimmy, and on 2 occasions there he looked like he was going to make a maximum break. Then he played his qualifier. And then after he'd finished his qualifier, he came up to the Guildhall in Preston and played Jimmy again. And he's hitting the ball superbly, but we all know, because you look at the form book, and he's not been producing it in tournaments. But give him the Crucible Theatre, the stage, and as John Parrott so rightly said, a little bit of help early on by his opponent not punishing him. And then he's been able to relax, get the flow, made his century break, and then the 147 was just the icing on the cake, and it was wonderful to see.
And what a reaction this is. Look at that punch of the air, he really means it, doesn't he? And Stuart Bingham, he's a great guy, Stuart, and he's had a terrible afternoon, but he's genuinely pleased for his opponent there, and he meant that as well. That's what he's like.
Yeah, that was a lovely reaction. I didn't see that at the time from Stuart, but yeah, he punched the air as well. So, yeah, even in adversity, you can see something that's worth being happy about.
I'm sure that Legends Tour is absolutely great fun, but I wonder if Stephen had lost that qualifier, had he fancied that trip up to Preston. Might not have been in the best of spirits.
I know. Well, Jimmy played him. And Jimmy had lost the day before in his qualifier, and everybody had said that Jimmy in practice, Jimmy White that is of course, in practice had been hitting the ball as well as ever, but he went out and the first 3 frames he lost and could never get back. It's hard in those qualifiers, but I suppose once you get through that, and you're here at the Crucible, and no one has got a better record than Stephen here. And as I say, and I think you said it, of all the maximum breaks he's made, that one will probably give him the more satisfaction, because he's proved to people that he's no back number.
He's been watching 32 minutes of playing time while Stephen Hendry pots balls and he doesn't, and it might be a lot longer after that. The only 7 points that were conceded in the last frame from Stephen was the miscue on the black. So this is a horrible afternoon for Stuart Bingham.
1.
But an absolutely majestic performance from Hendry. He's played as well today as he did in his prime, and of course better at times. And his scoring ability has never left him. It was always that he perhaps got to the stage of his career where some of the long pots he went for weren't going in, and was he prepared to change his game?
7.
He's never been prepared to do that, never compromised. And on a day like today, he is as devastating as ever.
8.
He's not won this match yet, but if he does go 8-1 up, you'd expect him to go through. I wonder what the sponsors, Betfred.com, will make of this. They'll think, hang on a minute, think about Stephen Hendry. Now, he was worrying about getting onto the red there. It was a bit straight.
8.
And it was only the absolute force that stopped the pink from going in. So he does miss then.
Well, how good you are, you can't put him in a pocket that isn't there. No. Yes. Big cheer for Stuart. It's been a long time coming, that red. Unfortunately, he wasn't on a colour. It's been a very disappointing afternoon for Stuart Bingham. I know he was really looking forward to the challenge of playing Stephen Hendry. Only met once before, and that was when Stephen was the reigning champion, and Stuart beat him. But nothing much has gone right for Stuart today. He's not played well, and if you don't play well, then sometimes you just get what you deserve. But Stephen has played exquisite at times. Well worth the entrance fee. I'm sure everybody here will agree.
It's just another one of those great moments, isn't it, when a player makes a maximum 147 here at the Crucible. He's definitely suffering a lot at the moment with the little nudge has gone against him there. The pot was good. He just flicked a red, which put him in a place where he can't pot a colour easily. That was just bad luck.
Bingham 1. Touching ball.
Pretty well judged. Touching ball has been called by Su Ying. And it's being taken, just trying to nestle in behind pink or yellow here. Is that a bit pacey? It is. Well, it's understandable when you don't get a lot of table time. Your touch is bound to leave you.
Well, he's looking at a two-ball plant. I mean, he gets the cue ball up the table, but he's got awkward cueing over the yellow. Well, I was going to say, if you can knock those in, then you're a magician. Look at this. And you got a nice kiss on the yellow, which, as I say, you always get the nudges when you're in form, and when you're not, then you get nothing go your way.
3. 4.
Well, used all the pocket.
11.
Left a nice angle on this red. Every chance now to take a big, big lead into that final session tomorrow evening.
$19. 20.
don't want to be too straight on this black. Just looking to see which red is available. Straight enough. Having to play for a red into the left corner. Well, look at them total points, Neil. I think
27.
That tells you, doesn't it?
There's a mass 732 points here in this session. Knocked in a 147. He's knocked in another century as well. And you never know what you're going to get at this game.
28.
There's a look at the big difference, isn't it? At 44 against 147. I say that because the first frame was 35 minutes long. It was a horrible frame. And at that point, neither player had kind of woken up to it all. You just never know what you're going to get. Since then, it's been stunning snooker.
Look at the pot success now, and Stuart still can't get anywhere near 80%, which is not good enough. Long pot success, well, 75%, that's excellent. And so in 41. All departments, Stephen flying along, really.
Yeah.
And he knows the importance of this.
42.
He's just looking for this black and one more red. And what an afternoon he's had. And for Stuart, so disappointing. Won his first ranking title this year. Stuart Bingham won the Australian Open. Beat Mark Williams in the final, 9-8. A lot of people thought he could push on to better things, but it's looking highly unlikely that the World Championship is going to be on his CV
49.
this season. Just this red required. Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
50.
So Stuart Bingham, they're playing 9 frames. He's only managed to win one of them. And that black going in means that Stuart will not come back to the table, only to shake Stephen's
57.
hand.
58.
And there's still a possibility of another century here. But he's not good on the black. Check side. Well, this red's going to be
65.
difficult, but as I say, it's just a case whether he makes a century, because if he misses this red, he'll get the handshake.
Stephen Hendry.
Well, pity, but what a performance by the 7 times world champion Stephen Hendry. Spare a thought for Stuart Bingham, who has not performed anywhere near his talent, but Stephen Hendry, absolutely superb. Throwing the maximum, what more could you ask for? He leads after